I'm William Nozak, and in this module, I'm going to talk about setting up a social media experience for an audience. Why worry about the experience? You know, how people experience your brand on social media. So audience experience can make or break a social media presence, right? If we're just posting a bunch of stuff that nobody wants to consume, not going to grow the channel. Not gonna grow the impression load. Funny, social media is like, as people like, dislike, comment, make fun of you, it actually pushes you in front of more people. And so we wanna create an experience that people want to interact with. So social media experience should service the needs of customers and also attract new leads to the brand, right? In SEO, it's hard as an SEO not to just think of it as a signal, a ranking signal. Just make sure you've got this cadence and you're pushing stuff out to the social media because it's a part of the algorithm. I get thinking like that. At the same time, most brands can bring in leads and generate high quality clicks from their social media when it's done right. But this is the thing. You have to research people in your space to make sure that you're not just thinking about it incorrectly. Like sometimes they're just social, TikTok may never be the place where you drive leads to your business, but Facebook possibly could be, and Instagram possibly could be. When you see how people are doing it, really you don't want to recreate the wheel here. So knowing your audience, the demographics, psychographics, those personas really is going to help us understand which social medias we cannot forget about. And so we don't want to just look at it as, oh, it's just a signal. We could be leaving a part of our lead pipeline on the table and really missing out on some extra gross income. So we want to make a plan, remember engagement, and then grow the social media presence. So first make a plan. Who are we trying to target? What are we trying to do? Who's the audience? How do they consume content? How do they share content? What are they looking for? What is already out there that we can maybe make a little bit better or write a little bit more uniquely? So all of those things are going to help us understand which social medias we really want to kind of start fashioning content for, whether that's LinkedIn groups and blogs, Facebook groups, posting on Quora, using Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, maybe a podcast channel. That's really going to help you understand of what type of content do we need to consistently and continually make to grow an audience. An audience doesn't just grow up overnight. Like there's tipping points. Like our podcast didn't take off until it got featured. Once it got featured, then it was this rolling ball. Every day, more people would join it. But we had been making consistent content for months and months and months, probably a year, until it got picked up and shared. It really just felt very aimless. But that's what it takes sometimes. Like just one person to pick up and talk about it to hit this critical mass, where then all of a sudden it starts to change. And so you don't want to look at it prematurely or misdiagnose it and say it's just not a bad channel. Sometimes it just takes more effort and just more belief and just looking around what people are doing and seeing that they're doing it and finding a way to hit that critical point. So we're going to make a plan. Remember engagement. The more people that engage with the social media, the more it perpetuates. Like the more the social media's algorithm is going to show you in more places, give you more opportunities. Sometimes we have to spend money to stimulate that ball. Don't be afraid to spend money to stimulate your social media presence. That's giveaways, giving things away, paying people to share. These are all great ways to grow social media. And then, of course, growing that presence. We want to become well-known. We want to have brand awareness. We want people to go back in search engines and look for us and vet us out as a potential brand for them to use, whether it's product or service. And so we really want to grow this presence so we've got more influence in the space so we can take on more of the market share, even if we're only talking 0.5% of the market or smaller. We could really, really gain a lot of great leads and make it harder for our competition to get easy leads. If we're noticing they're getting easy leads, you have to get in the game and make it harder on them minimally. Hopefully you hit a tipping point and all of a sudden, one of these days it becomes a lead generator for you, because that's the whole point. It's to grow your brand and to generate leads. And so that's setting up a social media experience, and you're gonna pay attention to what people like, what they enjoy, what they're loving, what they're sharing, and give them more of it. Improve that impression load, but make sure at the same time it's helping us get a click load and a lead load. And we can't rush it. It takes time, and there are a couple of cool ways that you can grow a social media channel and following a little bit quicker. Usually it involves money and people that are powerful in the space that might be able to talk about your brand or your channel. If If you need to, go back and watch that. If not, I'll see you in the next module.